Hello race fans, this is the first time I think I'm doing one of these. It's me racing, one camera, one microphone, and just me driving like a tit. It's a little bit of a vlog coming up. As you see on the screen, I've got iRacing ready to go. I've got the Mazda MX-5 Cup cars at the Yokohama International Circuit. It's the full track, which has not proved a happy hunting ground for me in this last couple of days. Mainly because there's been some absolute morons driving. I need to do a couple of replay clips in the next couple of days and post them. Just that's the standard of the driving. I'm not a good driver. I will be very honest with everyone. Not a good driver. I'm decent. You know, I can hold my own in a battle. I'm not super fast. I'm not super slow. But still, racecraft. It's a missing element. I'm going to attempt to just obviously commentate as I'm driving on this particular video. It's not a live stream. This is going to be posted after the fact. Just because I can make sure make sure the video quality is good, the audio quality is good, because I'm using some new gear. I've got a new microphone set up here, and obviously I'm using my camera to stream. And I'll put in a bit of B-roll footage as well as I'm talking about it. Obviously what I'm using is my DSLR for streaming the video, because it's kind of redundant at the moment. Don't use it for a lot of other stuff. Obviously I'm showing my wheel setup, my other bits and bobs, my microphone setup, what I use to stream on, because that's generally the most important thing, because it's how you actually see this footage as well. So we've got 5 minutes to the race starts, so I can just join in and jump into quick practice, get loose, which is probably what I'm going to do, because it's probably a little bit sensible and you guys can actually see some footage on there. I'm just going to get that started. You can see that ready for the race stream to load. I'm just going to turn the volume down of the driving because it might be a little bit loud at times. Probably should really wear the headphones for this, is what I'm thinking. Mainly because what I might get is a bit of feedback. I've not really thought about that. This is why it's my first time doing it. So bear with me 1 second, I'll be right back. And I'm back. Yeah, classic rookie mistake there. I'll include it mainly because, you know, why not? Include your mistakes. People will know it's definitely real, they say. Let's get my headphones on. These are all my lovely cans. Yeah, feedback. Just turn the amp down so we don't have any feedback on there from the speakers. So I'm using a G29 wheel, which has been my little baby for the last few months because I've really dug it out of retirement because I wasn't even using it. I've had a few modifications done, as you can see on the screen. Basically that's an MVH Studios modded wheel, which is a beautiful bit of kit. Actually I've had it for about 4 days now. Really good workout. On it. Really light, really easy, really responsive. It feels a lot better than the stock steering wheel you get with a G920. I can't afford a Fanatec or something similar to that, basically, so I mod what I can. As you'll see on top of my script monitor here, on top of my doodah, on top of my steering wheel there is an old iDevice I use for Sim Dash. It's basically bits and bobs like that. Yeah, I've got pedals underneath, and then I'll show you the rest of the setup. As you can see, obviously, a streaming PC, and then as I'm talking about the microphone and camera has already been covered. So let's get into a quick practice here. Just to get loose in the MX-5s, not a lot of changes in these. Straight speeding in the pit lane straight away. When I go. They caught us speeding on pit road. We need to make a stop and go. I forgot I changed my spotter's voice. Probably not the best idea in the world, but oh well. too late. So you got a couple of minutes till race starts. Now, I don't know anything like track corners for Okayama. This is what we're racing on here. Straight away wide already. Nice loose. Cold tyres, blaming cold tyres. You've got this nice flat section through here, you're just accelerating constantly up. When you come into this third gear right hander, it seems to go on forever. That's just wide anyway. It gives you enough line options in this corner to give you that flexibility of going in deep or going in. Oops, change the gear, Kev. Change to go deep or tight line, you know. So you can get a bit of racing into that corner, I have to say. I quite enjoyed that one when it's been clean. And you come down flat into this corner, which is, I started taking second. I was taking it in third. The second just allows me to keep the revs up and just get more power coming out. And you got this left-hander, which you want to go faster around there, but you can't. A little lift off and coast. And accelerate out, just keeping it tight on the exit there. Use as much of the curb as allowed. Obviously, iRacing has a penalty system for you abusing that. And this is a tricky corner. It's tight left. You can take it in third, but the revs do drop. So generally, drop it down to second halfway through that corner. And this one's a second gear corner. Keep the revs up. Then into the fast combination to finish the lap. This one's flat out around here. Into fourth, just down into third again. Just let it coast around the corner and get on the gas and just bring the back end of that car around. And you see I'm getting a message saying the race is about to begin. Should be fun. Okay, we'll just get that race started now. On there. That's a quick little hot lap of Okayama for myself. You're going to see coming up now a qualifying session. A little bit. Well, there might be a bit of practice. There's usually a 3-minute practice before the qualifying starts. And then it'll go straight into a 2-lap qualifying that iRacing use. So the pressure's on to be quick, clean, and fast, even though it's the same as quick. But that's the biggest difference. I find with obviously other games that I found you have your long qualifying sessions, so you got room for error. This requires you to be precise and accurate from the word go, which if you're not, is your problem. Well, we're in 10 minutes into the stream. As we wait for the next session to load, a few bits of the setup. I'm using a 1060 Ti graphics card. It's got 6 gig of RAM in there, so it's pretty quick. It holds iRacing up rather nicely. It's only an i5 processor in my computer. I couldn't tell you what type of processor because I'm not that way inclined. It was built for me last year by some guys on Amazon. Fair play to the guys, and it's held up really, really well. So I can't really fault it. I've got maybe out of hard drives and stuff, it's got a lot of storage on. Which, as I realised with video production, you need lots of hard drive storage. I've got a photographic background, and obviously photographic files are a lot smaller. So I had to invest in some more hard drives. Well, I invest. I've acquired some more hard drives from various friends and people that don't use them anymore. So I can store all these videos, because I know this video is going to be huge, which is fine. This is what I'm doing it for. Obviously, we get it rendered and then upload it to YouTube. Yeah, nice and easy. So here we go. We've got practice to start. So I'm just going to get back out there again. Just keep loose, ready for the next session to start. I'm trying to keep to the split lane limit this time there. It's 37 miles an hour. And go. I do like these little Mazdas. They're nippy. They're quick. In the corners, they're pretty big margin of errors on them. You lose it, you can rescue it quite well. If anyone else is out on the track around, to be honest. I don't imagine there'll be many people online. It is currently 11 o'clock in the morning on a Monday morning in the UK. I'm normally at work, but I actually have some annual leave I'm currently taking at the moment, which is a good thing. So yeah, I'm taking full advantage of what could be a quieter lobby to hopefully record my second race win in iRacing. The first one was on a track I've forgotten. What track was it? Summit Point. Summit Point. That was a glorious race. That was. So that's Summit Point one in the same car, the Mazda. So obviously how iRacing works to people who've never watched any iRacing videos before is you have different categories and licenses. I started off iRacing about a month ago, and you start off in the rookie license, and you have to obviously work your way up from there. I'm now in the D license, and obviously you got C, B, A. I think there's one above A, and I imagine there probably is, probably like international expert, something like that. Very uneducated. And obviously it's a case of working your way up. So when you're getting straight into qualifying, there's no other cars on the track of qualifying, which is always a good thing. It's also stopping you from getting slipstreams from other cars, because obviously slipstreaming can be a big help on certain tracks. You're sweeping left. I'll try to talk you through the fast lap, because sometimes I've never really talked when I drive. Only because when I'm at home and racing, there's normally someone else around making noise, namely my child. And obviously, if it's in the evening, she's generally asleep, and my room here I'm recording in is next to her bedroom. Which is, one of those things. So yeah, just come down this straight here. Other types of racing that I like to watch, people that don't know me, anything that's got wheels, not definitely for them. I have a little known fact, well, not little known fact, if you actually read my Facebook page. Well done, Kev, for spinning that and not concentrating. At least it's only practice and I didn't damage the car. I'm not a fan of bikes. I don't mind bikes, but I won't go out of my way to watch bikes, to put it simply. Just because, I don't know, I used to watch it a bit when I was younger, but I don't know, I never quite got on with them. I didn't quite have the same connection I have with cars. And also the fact I was saying before I crashed, I don't actually have a driving licence. I don't drive myself. Probably should do now. I'm in mid-30s, but I lived in London for quite a while, and it was one of those things you didn't need to do it. I work very close to home, so it's walkable or cyclable. Again, so I haven't really needed the bike, so the car. I confused myself there. Okay, flat. I'm going to start a hot lap. Try and concentrate a little bit more on this side. I'll go into more about the racing I like to watch and follow. It's your first time lap. Good. Definitely change that voice back. My spotter wasn't working for some reason yesterday, so I fiddled around with a couple of settings, and all of a sudden it worked. And I probably put on the worst voice I can imagine for an English guy. That was nice flat around there. Come back to this lovely left and right kink as you're constantly accelerating up, still in fourth gear. You might touch fifth into the braking zone, but depends on how you exit turn 2. And on the back gas again. No DRS in these cars. You'll see the DRS on the side of the track there. But there is definitely not in these little Mazda MX-5 Cup cars. Flat out down again this second straight. Just flipping into fifth. And then down. And we'll go down to second just to keep the revs up. Deep into that corner there. Not a good corner. Yeah, scrappy. I was a little bit quicker through that corner there, that fast left, so might make a bit of time there. Just slow hairpin left into this. Oh, that was scrappy. Okay, now we're going to start our second hot lap in a second, because this is not a good lap. Normally the top guys are lapping around the 147s. I've normally around the 148s. That's a terrible corner for the last one. That's going to compromise my next lap. This is probably about a 150. This is really, really slow.
1 minute 49.95.
Yeah, that was 149.956 is going to get me nowhere. It's probably 5th place at the moment. Obviously, I get on the gas quicker. This is good. That's a good corner right there. Normally I'm coming out of that one about 81 miles an hour. I came out about 84, 85 there. This gives me a good run down to the straight there. And this is a long corner. You just get your foot down. Car will take itself round. Oops. Accidentally clicked the button on the way around there. Yes, sorry at the top there for my self-driver. Oh, a terrible, terrible corner. I think they're the two corners that really can make you a lap. And I guess look at my dash, I've got 129 on there at the moment. So the coast around and oh, use all the curbing there, Kev. 43 or 45, 46, 47. No, 148 maybe. Back end of it, 149.9 there. Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, not my fastest lap, so there we go off the track. Okay, that's, you know, yeah, loose couple of laps there. I seem to lose the plot halfway through, and that's the second one I was doing all right. Nevertheless, I'm in 6th place on the grid. That is very much a close grid, I have to say. I mean, I know I can. Previous races I've been these 3 times here, maybe not 4 times actually. It's 300ths of a second there. So it's tight, which is absolutely fine. Must. So looking at my phone tells me there's a Assetto Corsa race ongoing at the moment, which I was doing a lot of Assetto Corsa up until I found iRacing. And the reason I'm doing iRacing more than Assetto Corsa, because Assetto Corsa, a thing called SRS, which is basically the same version of iRacing but free, is there's a car. I mean, I like to rate touring cars, GT style cars, and the one that they were doing, which was at a good time for me to race, was the Skoda Octavia, which is a good little car. Excuse me. Which is a good little car, but just really loose on the back end. Doesn't suit my driving style. I couldn't get on with it. And then I thought, well, I've got a nice code for iRacing for some pricing. So I decided to jump on that for a 3-month subscription to iRacing for $9, which was very cheap, because normally it'd be $9 a month normally. So yeah, decided to do that, and found these MX-5s, which are rather delicious, shall we say. So it's good about to start. There's no setups. Everyone uses stock cars, stock setups, no tuning, no tweaking, just so it makes it easy and fair for everyone. I've dropped down to 7th for the race start. Let's get my steering wheel lined up. I don't know why that's a bit off kilter slightly. It's the way it's parked up for me. So yeah, those Skoda Octavias and the SRS Assetto Corsa racing was just a little bit sketchy. So I think we get on them. So I found iRacing, found MX-5s, and I haven't really played Assetto Corsa much. But Assetto Corsa will definitely get a look in as I do more videos, more content. Because I'm not going to run a race iRacing the same cars every single hour, basically. So I want to be able to create a little more content I can stream on Facebook and on YouTube. At the moment, I don't really use YouTube much, just because it's easy for me to stream on Facebook than it is on YouTube. I see more people will see it initially on Facebook. And if I can stream on both, red light's coming up. Get ready to go, Kev. Get the revs up. That was a quick one, doesn't go that quick. Green! Oh, he hasn't got going at all. Sometimes some people just don't wake up on the start line. Oh, missed a gear there, Kev. Okay.
Got one on your right.
Trust your spotter in this game.
Got one on your right. All clear, all clear.
Just really felt the steering wheel fighting me there. Okay, so I gained the place, lost the place. That's not too bad. I mean, that's his first lap battling. We've got 10 laps of this track.
Got one on your right. All clear, all clear. Got one on your left. All clear, all clear.
Apparently I had touched a car somewhere. No idea where that came from. If anyone sees that, let me know. If you see the top of the screen there, you got 17 incidents you're allowed to have. You hit 17, you get disqualified. Now that could be going off the track, touching another car, losing control. Oh, good run out of that corner there compared to this guy in front. Oh, Kev. Avoided not going off the track, but that was just terrible driving, Kev. I was trying to concentrate around the outside of him, which is probably not the right thing to do. Now I'm last place now. Yeah. Okay. This is all about just building up. Take your time. People will make mistakes in front of you. I have to say that's the cleanest first lap I think I've ever seen in these cars on most tracks.
2 minutes 1.124.
So they do that. Well, where's he going?
Car on your right. Car
Like
on
the
your
parting of the Red Sea, that was.
Still there. Clear on the left. Got one
Oh,
your
come on,
right.
dude.
All clear, all clear.
That's the wrong one there. Don't know why he decided to hit me there. I mean, this is where it comes down to racecraft.
Got one on your right. Clear on the right.
Really trust your guy. My laptop screen went off and I was like, oh, where's he on? I'm not streaming. But it's gone, it's fine. Hit the apex there, use a curve, that's good. That's exactly what I'm trying to do, a bit more, just make sure I just get turned in early enough. It's probably my biggest criticism of my own driving is I don't turn in early enough sometimes. Miss the apexes. Ooh. I think someone's blew the engine there.
All clear, all clear.
See that big puff of smoke that came out the back of his car then. It's very easy to do that in these cars if you just drop down too quickly, too soon on your gears. Ooh, deep, 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 deep. Bad driving, Kev. Managed to avoid the off track. Start our third lap. I think I'm in 8th place now.
1 minute 49.45. Car on your right. Still there? Hold your line. Clear on the right.
I was concentrating too much on what position I was in there, which is the thing, I get so easy distracted. See what I mean by different lines there? I intentionally went deep there just to get on the gas a bit earlier, which didn't work, but oh, come on, Kev. Watch your red lines. As we come up to this guy in front, I really have a good battle with this guy. Quite enjoying this little battle. Now that was a classic example there. In the previous lap, he was so much later braking than me because he's a good follower, but couldn't pitch his braking points the way he wanted to on his own in front. So that meant I was able to get a lot tighter to him. It's a tight race. No one's really pulling away from pure pace. This is just purely down to just mistakes, it seems like.
1 minute 49.777.
The apex. He missed him nowhere near the apex there, which means I get a good run up through there. But he kept his speed up well, which is good. So this is the thing with Okayama. I'm finding there's a few different lines you can take on different corners. Just go, let the car drift out of the corner. I do race with the racing line on, mainly because I don't know the tracks. Yeah, I know some tracks, but it's one of the things, I don't know them well enough to know them with my eyes shut and race on them. Oh, we all did it. Oh, don't skim, don't skim. Oh, Kev, that was bad. So, I mean, good cars to rescue. But that was pretty poor driving for me in the first place to get there. Because I was watching, it's when you get sucked into watching the car in front of you. When you get sucked into that car, you just want to stay as close as possible to it. And then you end up following the same line as them, which is never a good thing. Okay, so just get head down, concentrate.
1 minute 50.142.
Thank you very much for that robotic time voice there. Oh, well, okay. Get on the gas, keep it moving, just long left-hander. Halfway through, onto the 5th lap, shall I say. My aim now is just to get back up to this guy in 7th place, Mitchell Hiscock. Because I find, yeah, it's just easy to do. Just get up there. Then you can keep the pace a bit better. He's actually driving a nice, clean race though, this guy is. See. That right-hander hairpin is tricky. You really got to let the car go through it and then accelerate, not do what I just did. Yeah, I'm not quite there in this race, unfortunately. I mean, there's certain tracks that I've been blisteringly fast on. Summit Point, Lime Rock, in these cars. This is not one of those tracks, I have to say. Unfortunately. But you can't be quick on all the tracks.
9.1635 to go at the line.
Making a move on that car in front there.
We have a car stopped on the right.
Stay left there, Kev. What we got? Nope. Oh, there's been an accident up here, hasn't there? All of a sudden there's 4 cars. You see, you still see the cars up ahead. No one's really yanked away with this. It's all very much in mistake territory still. Like this car in front.
Car on your left. All clear, all clear.
So I'll take that place there. Very nice. Thank you very much. No, where he's gone. Naffed off there already. It was the leader. Yeah. You can with this car just get on the gas a little bit early just to bring that back end round and point it in the right place. I'm finding, which is good. Obviously, the MX-5 is a front-engine rear-wheel drive car, short wheelbase, nippy, light, rusty. Some people would tell me.
1 minute 49.
That was a nice quick lap. That was getting quicker. I'm disappointed I'm not in the 148 yet. I don't know why I'm not in the 148 yet. Because it's my first race today. I'm not quite race sharp, which is a possibility actually. I'm a bit of a slow burner. Come on, Kev, gear. Too light this long right corner. Catch it right. You get. Whoa! There's a spinner there. Whoa! He's gonna roll it. Has he rolled it? Almost. Oh. Now I'm guessing that car might be damaged. That's his cock. Oh dear. So this is what happens. You get a few drivers not very good at racecraft.
Got one on your left.
I'm surprised I got him there.
Still there. All clear, all clear.
Well, watch this guy.
Got one on your left. Stay right. All clear, all clear.
Good driving that was. But actually good driving as a pair. I don't know why. He hit me. Outrageous. Oh, okay, get off the gas.
Car on your right.
Let him through.
Clear on the right.
That's a classic example. Just lighting up your rear wheels a bit too soon there, Kev. I do talk to myself in the third person a lot. Don't know why it feels appropriate when I'm driving. Okay. Well, that was a wasted opportunity, that wasn't it? Did so well to get into that position and then screwed it up like a moron.
1 minute 50.959.
Okay. Yeah, that first corner is a bit like the corner that's coming up along. This one up the current of it, this right. You've got a few different lines you can take into that. Put the other driver off in front by playing a very unorthodox line. This car, I'd imagine, has got damage on. This guy in front of me after that collision on the last lap that they had of each other. I'm in 6th place. So I started 7th. Now in 6th, I'm a place ahead. And I'm going to get this guy. I'm going to get him. Into this tight right and on the brakes.
Car on your left.
Oh, that was nice, Kev. That was nice, Kev. That's one of you. Whoa, dude! What the hell are you doing?
Car on your left. All clear, all clear.
And that's how quickly you can get up to 15 incident points through no fault of my own. That's not a corner that he should have really done that on. Oh, balls. Now I've got to be very careful here. Main reason because I've got one more point and I'm out of the race with 2 laps to go.
2 to go this time by.
Oh, I might have some damage as well, which is the thing. Oh, car does not feel as good as it was. Thank you very much, Mr. Hitchcock, for being a complete idiot. I mean, he should never have gone for that place.
1 minute 52.632.
I'm just got to be careful because I don't want to have to race carefully. Well, you do have to race. You do have to race carefully. That's how you level up in iRacing.
Got one on your right. Clear on the right.
Right. So I'm just concentrating on just not making any more mistakes now, because as soon as I make one mistake, that's it, I'm gone. And how embarrassing would that be? But that's part of iRacing though. You either get mechanical damage on the first.
We have a slow car on the right.
Slow car on the right, that's a lapped car going into the pits.
Alright, man. It's white flag this time by. One more to go.
Okay, flat out, let's go. I've got Florent Demezes on behind me, who has been quick during this race.
1 minute 50.062.
Now we're just silent mode now where I'm concentrating. I'm gaining on him. Ever so slowly, but not of anything significant. So, this is the last lap. So as long as I keep it clean, hopefully I'll be right. I've got the guys 0.6 seconds behind me. Feather that throttle round. Nice, Kev. Nice, nice, nice. That was nice cornering. That was a really nice section, if I say so myself. No, I'm not going to get this place though, unless he makes a big screw up here. Oh well. Tight race. I managed to hold on for the last few laps from not making any more incidents, which is always a bonus. Coming 6, I think they came in.
There's the flag, man. It's over. Great job, driver.
And I'll just stop there. Okay, so I'm just going to send that guy a nice little message saying thank you very much, you moron. Well, the Mitchell dude. So that's a lap in the MX-5s around Okayama. Now I finished in 6th place. I started 7th, so I made 1 place up from the grid. I was alright. You know, I had a couple of instances where people decided to try and ram me. I mean, I could have been all the way up there, but you know, it's one of those things. I enjoyed that race. So yeah, I'll quit out. I will bid you all a farewell. Thank you for watching this first video. Any feedback, anything at all, just let me know in the comments, in the posts, or whatever way you want to let me know. It's not a family stream, so you don't have to keep it clean. I will keep my streams generally clean free because YouTube has a wonderful thing called child friendly now. So you know, probably can't do it child friendly because you've got comments on the page that people post, so they probably swear and stuff, so it won't be marked as such. But anyways, I'm waffling. Goodbye from me, and I'll see you on the next vlog stroke video stroke content, whatever you want to call it. Goodbye from me. Ta-ra.